In this video, we're going to be hunting a rare turkey. We didn't expect how this hunt would end, but from the moment we hit the woods, we knew something felt a little different about it. This turns into one of the wildest turkey hunting adventures I've ever been a part of. But before we start the hunt, we need to make sure our equipment is dialed in. All right, y'all. Well, before we go turkey hunting, we have to make sure our gun is dialed in. And I feel pretty confident in it, but you know, we probably need to run it through some tests. So we stopped by the hunting store and picked up some of these guys right here. Only 50 cents, which is kind of nice. It's not too bad. Does anybody ever feel this out, you think?
No way.
I doubt anybody does that. We have a couple of different types of shells we're going to show you. So this right here is like a 7.5 shot. This is something we probably use for like squirrels, rabbits even, or something like that. Maybe even target shooting. But this is a turkey load. You can see this is high brass. This is not high brass. This is 6-shot. Grand Slam. 3-inch shells. We're going to show you the difference in how they pattern and just see for ourselves really. So first we're going to go with probably the smaller one. How far out do you think we should put these?
Probably 35, 30.
We'll say 30-ish yards. That's probably a realistic shot. It'd be nice to have one of those like holder things, but we don't have one of those. Golly, it's gonna be a challenge. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. That took some messing around with, I ain't gonna lie. We finally got it set up right here. Shout out to Zach for coming up with that solution, but anyway, we're gonna see what kind of damage we can do to this turkey with our little 7.5 shot federal shell. See what it'll do. Stick her in there. Boom, just like that. Guys, wear your ear protection. Do as I say, not as I do. Here we go. Turkey. Go check out the damage. What?
What?
You say something? Brother, I ain't gonna lie to you. From that distance right there, I think he's probably KO'd. Look at this. Don't you?
Yeah, he is.
Bro, I think he's done.
He smoked.
That right there's a 7.5 shot. Now, I would say that's probably at most 20 yards. Probably not the shot we're going to get. 20 yards pretty close. Damage has been done right there, boys. We'll actually keep this to the side and see how much better our other one is. The idea obviously is to get as many shots right here on the head as possible. I do think that would probably been enough to kill him.
It would have.
You see how many we missed. We missed way more than got in here, but you only need a few. Now let's go ahead and try this Mac Daddy out. See what it can do. All right, we got the target set back up. This is a fresh target, so we're going to be able to compare the damages. This one's going to kick a little more. Turkey, yeah. Son, I'm ringing a little bit.
That was loud.
That was a heck of a lot more loud than the other one. We're gonna set this right here. Let's go check out the damage here. This piece of wood couldn't even hold the paper down. I can already tell you, it's a lot more dense. Go ahead and pick that up for us, Zach. I mean, it ripped a hole right here. And yeah, I mean, you can just see there's a lot more holes in the head, which is that's what you're going for. It's tighter. Well, let's just go over here and grab the other one. About to find out right here for sure. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty freaking loud. That should be the only 2 shots we'll be taking because I'm pretty satisfied with how that turned out. So right there is one, right there, and right there is the other. Not a huge, not as much as I thought. It's definitely a little bit more dense. It definitely kicked harder, I'll tell you that. I don't know if these pellets are going probably faster than these, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean, right there you go. There's the difference. We're gonna be going with this one just because that's what everybody says we should go with, just for your viewing purposes and just a little study. There you go. But the thing is, really shooting a turkey is probably the easiest part of turkey hunting, to be completely honest with you. The hardest part is actually getting them close to you. Most of this video, you're probably going to be seeing us use a couple different calls. I don't have my box call with me. That's probably the easiest one, but I like using a mouth call. I'm not the greatest at it, but I do okay, I think. And then we got like crow calls and then owl hoots. I usually just try to do an owl hoot with my mouth. I'm not great, but this is what it sounds like. Ooh. Rate that 1 through 10.
Me?
Yeah.
Probably a 5.
This is a crow call. So an owl hoot and a crow call, you may be asking yourself, why are you using those things when you're turkey hunting? Well, because when turkeys hear loud sounds, like a male turkey or a gobbler, it elicits something they call a shock gobble, and they'll go, you know, they'll do that thing, even if you honk your horn. I've talked about that before in previous videos. Those things are really just to do that. They're not to really get the turkey to come to you. So owl hoot, probably usually in the morning, maybe later in the evening, and a crow call, probably in the middle of the day. That's what we'll use to try to just locate a gobbler. Now this, box calls, and then what they call slate call, they try to mimic turkey sounds. So this one, I'm gonna give you the most commonly used sound that most people usually try to use. So here we go. This is a yell. That's a yell. Now you may hear some clucking like. I'm a crow, hear that? And you can get creative with it. Stuff like that. Okay, there's a lot better people out there than me, but Anyway, I think I'm good enough to get a turkey in, and that's what we're gonna try to do in this video. So with that said, our gun is on. I think our calls are dialed in. Let's go see if we can kill a giant turkey. That's the worst owl there. Write that down in the comments. Okay, I just mouth called. You guys didn't hear that, but you probably couldn't hear it anyway. We heard one gobble way up here. He didn't answer my hoot owl for probably obvious reasons, but we do have a gobbler up here. He's hot. We're in here a little bit, just a tad late, but not too bad. I don't want to call too much till we get up here and get set up. We got a couple decoys right here. Got a little Jake and a hen. Just little $5 Dunham sale suckers. Let's get up here and see if we can make it happen open in the morning, baby. He's hot. James is going up there. He's got the long winds. He's going to be trying to get some shots for you guys. We're setting up right here. He's putting out some decoys. Got a little Jake, got a little hen. We're going to try to get him to come down this road if possible. We're just going to see what he's going to be willing to do. He's not that far. There's a ridge that's way up here. We think he's roosting up there, but we think he might already be on the ground. So we're going to get set up, make some calls. He seemed pretty hot. Let's see what happens. Is he moving farther away?
I think he is. It sounds like he's at the back of that road.
Maybe we should move on up.
Probably.
The wider we get, the more he can see those decoys.
Yeah.
James.
Hurry, Daddy.
So we're here at the spot where I actually killed a turkey this past year during fall turkey season. They come here quite a bit. They eat our deer corn during the fall too. But we got our setup here. We have this one that we feel like is pretty close. And we're gonna get set up. See if we can knock him down. We got one goblin, but he's right behind us. But he seems pretty fired up. This turkey is not coming any closer at all. So we're gonna make a move on him a little bit. We might be working two different turkeys. We're not 100% sure, okay? We're not professionals here. One sounds a little bit closer, one sounds further away. Not sure if that's the case or if he's just moving. We're gonna work right around this little knob here, this little ridge, and see what happens. We probably should be on top of the ridge, but we're fat, okay? It's just the truth. Essentially, we've come to a dead heat here, or a dead end, rather, not a dead heat. Our gobbler is completely shut up. We probably should have been a little bit more aggressive early on. We come to the wrong side of the ridge, is what happened. Now that we've kind of thought about it, all the turkeys we saw on camera here are about like 12 o'clock, noon. I don't know if this is like their natural path. They come through here, but probably should have considered that. Probably should have come up here and done a little scouting before, but we don't do that much.
At least we found a new field.
Nice little field here. We got some decoys set up. If they come close, those decoys should do it. This is a perfect little spot, not far from obviously where they're roosting. Because that guy, I mean, turkeys aren't far from the roost. We got here a little late, but not too late. Not too shabby. We'll gobble. We'll thunder chicken action early this morning. Get your hair standing up.
Mr. Crow's getting off on it.
All right, guys, it's been a challenge today. We're hunting public land. And public land, I don't know. Shout out to everybody that hunts public land because it's really tough. Some of you guys that have private land that you can hunt on, you're some lucky sons of guns. I'll just go ahead and tell you that.
Shout out to the first 30 people we saw pulling up in here that were pulled up hunting.
Yeah, so we tried to claim our little trail here. We parked right at the end of it, and that's kind of what you do to claim your spot. And hopefully you're not going to encounter somebody else along the way, because turkey hunting is the #1 most dangerous type of hunting that you can do, at least here in the United States, I believe. Because we don't have orange on, we obviously are trying to mimic the prey in a sense. It just is what it is. So we're gonna get out here to do some calling and see if we can get a late afternoon, kind of evening bird here. Often not as easy as it is in the morning, but we're gonna give it a shot. Pretty good.
That sounds good.
That's okay. I'm not the greatest mouth caller, okay? Give me a break. I'm not hearing anything. Sometimes, how many times this place has been called, like just today?
Probably just in the last hour.
Probably.
No wonder nobody's driven up in here. Look at that.
Yeah. Did you hear one?
Was that one down in there?
It kind of sounded like one. Let's work on around this trail and see what happens. You can see somebody's already been walking. There have been people here. Name of the game, brother.
Name of the game.
Name of the game.
Welcome to the jungle.
You gonna die. Actually, low key possible. All right, guys. We have found exactly what we're looking for.
Look at that one, dude.
Yeah, they're very clearly turkey tracks here. So that's a good sign. I mean, the worst thing that you can do is go hunting for something that is not there. Fishing will take 2025. Big tips. We got tracks. We got tracks. We're on public land. This is not a place we really scouted before.
Oh, look, they're like fresh too.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely in the last few days, I would say. We
Yep.
had a lot of rain, and it's definitely been between the rain and now. I'm telling you, I'm a scouter.
You're a scout.
I don't use those abilities often, but I'm like 1/18th Cherokee Indian. It's coming out right now, I'm telling you. But tracks, baby. Tracks, we got tracks. We're gonna keep moving around, just keep calling. I'm gonna put the mouth call up because I feel like I've done better before on the mouth call. They got the box call.
What are the chances of them tracks back there? Somebody killed a turkey this morning and just like took its foot and pressed it down in the mud as a decoy.
That's a brutal thing to do. When I walk out of here, I will be covering those tracks. So you gotta think, you can't think ahead of just the prey. You gotta think ahead of the predators. That's the big thing. Where this is a competition against everybody else.
Sure is. Oh look, there's fresh foot tracks right here. Fresh footprints right there. Dang,
Yeah.
son.
There's a lot going on, but you know, we're gonna try to outsmart one.
Silent night, brother. Silent night.
Plus the night after opening day. All through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a freaking turkey. If we could get one right here, well, this place is great.
This is a good
I
spot.
mean, look at this down here. This looks like all the places that you see people kill turkey on, giant turkey, on a YouTube video.
Yeah, like down in the mountains.
Yeah. I wish we could be like those people today for you guys. We're gonna try to. All right, guys, we're just walking up through here. We walk down this trail. This right here, I don't know, okay? I'm not a professional. Killed one turkey in my life. I've been turkey hunting a few times. I believe this could be some kind of scratching. Looks, oh yeah. That's exactly what this is, brother.
There and there.
Yeah, they're scratching. You see that?
Even right here,
Maybe
it's kind of
here.
open.
Yeah, 100%.
So is this like where they eat right here?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess. This is kind of like a ridge, so it's not a bad place to potentially, you know, keep in mind, even if we don't necessarily hear one right now.
This could be a spot for a morning hunt right here.
Absolutely could. We're kind of, again, we didn't really scout this year. We're just kind of like everybody else. We just kind of hit the ground running here. Rolled up and started looking around. But obviously there's turkey here. We just hope they're still here and not been taken already. The opposite way.
The opposite way. I feel like he ran off to the right.
I don't see him, Dad.
You can see him sitting down.
We got a chance. We got a chance. Unfortunately, that guy ran out in the road on us, and we had to get off of the road. And he was really dumb. He was a Jake. He's a young bird. Jakes are like a 1-year-old. That was a good chance right there.
No, you had it right the first time. That was our chance.
That was our chance.
He couldn't have gotten far.
No, but you know what? We're gonna mark this place. We're gonna go on down, and then we're gonna come back.
And you could hear him walking around. Yeah. You know that?
He was not really spooky.
No. Well, the problem is, it's just look, it's so thick. You can't even get through that stuff. All right, there he goes, and here we go.
Well, we kind of split up here because we're gonna get a turkey. We're just trying to increase our chances. I'm out here on the e-bike. I've got a mouth call, the gun. I ain't gonna lie to you, the e-bike is a little bit louder than what I'd hoped it would be. These leaves, they're still leaves from the fall. All right, looks like there might be some scratching here. This is a nice little area. I'm up on a little knob here. I don't know if this is scratch or not. Again, guys, I'm not a pro, okay? But it looks like there are turkey signs here. Plus, we just saw the turkey cross the road right up there. Boys, this right here is not a turkey scratching. I don't know, you can see the leaves are all raked over there. That's definitely turkeys, right? Like, it's not a squirrel. I don't know. There's a bunch of acorns right there too. Absolutely nothing. I tell you, the whole time I'm out here in public land, I'm always looking around too for like other people. I'm very skittish about public land hunting turkey, but here we are grinding. I kind of want to stay quiet because you don't want the turkey to hear you. Then again, if somebody's up here like waiting to ambush something, just so happens to be walking on 2 feet like me, or a turkey, well, you want them to know it's you. The fact that I'm talking to you guys, hopefully they can hear that a little bit. These are concerns that we have. I'm just trying not to get clapped, you know what I mean?
Hitting up the good old public land grind, Zach, are we right? Thousands and thousands of acres just teeming with turkeys, we hope. So we've got all of this back here. I guess we're gonna head up this way. Tate's going the complete opposite way. Our goal is to try and at least hear one. Not alone. Not alone out here, Zach. Hunters everywhere. Nice little creek, I guess, down through here.
We felt some scratching along the side of this ridge.
There's a spot right there, a spot right here, a spot right here.
I mean, it's pretty close to the road. We ain't but about 200 yards off the road, but could be roasting on this backside over here.
Tell you one thing, I sure would kill to have an e-bike right now. Just riding around just through the forest on a beaten path. That'd be great.
Nobody saw the e-bike. That's a good idea. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can see where turkeys have been scratching. I mean, for sure. If you look right here, this is what they're eating. It's what they're looking for. You got little snails. Right there looks like a little snail. There's a little bit bigger snail. You can see that one's been cracked open, potentially by a turkey. Scratching in this exact spot. So, definitely turkey action. That's never a bad sign.
Well, we have stumbled up on, I guess, an old logging trail.
Looks like cars have been back over here.
Yep. Somewhat recently, too. That's not what you want.
Alright, so we're gonna make a call. Stand in this holler right here and see if there's any.
Nothing. Well, that doesn't mean that there aren't birds here. They could already be henned up.
Could be. It's midday too.
Yep.
But normally if you get one midday by itself, man, he's easy.
Maybe come up to the top of this point up here and go over that hill.
It's coming about another 400 or 500 yards up the road. See what we see here.
Oh, mouth call.
Louder. It's a whole lot louder than that slate call.
Nothing. We've gone, what, probably?
He's gonna close to a mile up in here.
Yep.
He's back at the car at like 1:30. Brother, no way.
It's already age ready to. It's 1:37 right now if he's at the car.
Let's take off sprint.
And that,
What happened? Because it's two big daddies.
son, unless there's a black bear behind us, I'm a mosey. Well, we're taking off down the road through the forest, and we have lost Tate.
He said, I'm gonna go down the road. Where did he go? Nobody knows.
Well, he's on an e-bike. Hopefully it don't run out of battery. Well, which way could he have gone? Left or right?
That's true.
He had to go left. We found him. It looks like he's asking the console for directions.
He might be. I'm gonna run him over.
I don't think he knows it's us. He's just going. Well, what do you got?
What do you see?
Really? What'd you find?
I found spots where they scratched. I found snail remnants, like the shells where they had scratched.
We found a bunch of scratching as well on the side of that ridge over there.
Yeah, the guy I just talked to, he hunts here every year, and he said yesterday, we came out here yesterday as well, there were more cars here than he'd ever seen, and he found a turkey roosted, like in the top of a tree, at 12 noon, at noon.
Just trying to
Somebody
escape.
spooked it. Somebody had spooked it. He's not having luck, so it doesn't make me feel as bad. If we're sucking, we're not the only one sucking. I don't know. It's going to be tough. If we're going to do it, it's going to be tough, but we're just going to keep putting in time. We're hitting it as hard as we possibly can, splitting up and hitting it from different ways, different sides. All right, guys, we have now made it out to the lake. That's right, we're turkey hunting from the boat today, kind of, okay? Hear me out. As you can see, we got all of our gear out here. We do have some fishing poles, okay? Because we didn't get any lunch. We got a few things planned, okay? So stay tuned for that. But we have the gun, we have the backpack, all this stuff. So there's a few things that we got to keep in mind before we launch the boat here. I'm gonna go ahead and be straight up with you guys. To hunt from the water, so to literally stand on this boat and shoot a turkey on the bank, it is completely illegal. It's not illegal, I don't think, for squirrel hunting and small game. But for turkey hunting, deer hunting, you can't do it.
Straight to jail. Straight
to jail, big fine, they will take everything I have. That is not what we're gonna be doing today. But what we are doing is using the boat in order to access different areas to call to birds that potentially most other people are not getting to. They're not hearing calls from people that are accessing these points from roadways. Does that make sense? Anyway, if you don't have a boat, more than likely you're not gonna access these points unless you wanna walk in just an absolute mile. And most people around here, well, they don't want to do that. So everybody's out here. We got James behind the camera, Zach over here. Zach's gonna help call, and it's probably gonna take 3 people to manage this boat and listen. We got an army out here.
Plus I forgot my camo shirt. So.
That's brutal.
So he might be mostly doing boat control. We're gonna launch this sucker and start moving around, getting on the banks, calling, and I don't know, I've never done this before. I'm super pumped about it. I think this could be a little cheat code.
I mean, if you can figure them out, I mean, like you said, these are turkeys that literally nobody can get to besides us.
And right now, pressure on this public land is insane. So if we can get places other people aren't commonly going, I think that could be the answer. Let's get some bird. All right, we've already had our first run of bad luck. We running down the lake here. We seen something fly out. It was the face mask. So if we do find turkeys, your boy's gonna have to pull one of them numbers, okay? Dang, that's brutal. It's mostly brutal because everybody's turkey hunting right now, therefore you go to the store and there's no supplies. So not only are we probably not gonna have a face mask today, unless we can find one at home, it's probably gonna be challenging. So let's just give it the best we can, okay? All right, so I had an extra pair of pants that I've just kind of made into a, what's one of those things that the one guys wear?
A turban?
Yeah, it's a turban. It's one of those things. So hopefully he's gonna come in. I'll do this number here and it's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I can't, try not to go to prison if all possible. So I'm gonna get 100 feet away from the bank. 100 feet is like 34 yards or so.
Do not let it be 99. I'll have to report you.
We'll make sure to measure it out completely. These guys are gonna let me off. I'm gonna go up here in the woods, maybe walk around the ridge just a little, nothing crazy. And we don't wanna get too fixated on one spot. The whole purpose of this is that we can move spot to spot pretty quickly, be very efficient. So here we go. You guys are going on the GoPro. All right, guys, we are off here. These guys are drifting off. Trying not to encounter any danger noodles. I've already seen a couple of those this year. All right, there we go. Tell you what, thing about these woods, I gotta start being quiet a little bit, is it's really thick. There's no like walkways here. That's a downside. That is a downside that you realize pretty quickly. If you have a lot of private land, probably should do that. That definitely looks like scratching. I mean, come on now. Come on. I might try to walk her up here to the top, let one fly. We're already, I don't know if that's 100 yards or not. We're gonna be safe about it. Game wardens just tend to show up out of nowhere, but even if the game warden ain't around, stay true to the law, okay? Feel like we are now at least 100 yards, but I'm gonna move up on top of this ridge. I think Zach and James they're trying to do some fishing. I knew they'd do that. Here we are. We're definitely far enough away, no doubt. Little songbird made a noise. Thought for sure it was a gobbler. You guys that turkey hunt a lot, you know, you get out in the woods, you start wanting to hear something, you start hearing it. There's turkey scratching everywhere. I swear there is. You can see right there. Look up here at this one. Definitely turkey. And if I'm wrong, you guys comment down below, but I think that has to be what that is. All right, guys, well, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be calling like that and we're gonna be moving on. Now, here's the other part. It's really late morning. It's kind of getting into the afternoon. This is really not prime time. And that's why we're gonna really move on fast probably. here early on, but as it gets later, hopefully action picks up. Having a team definitely helps.
Wayne Ho, watch out, we got rocks here, Zach. Ease. Ease.
There you go. You got it.
There we go. You ready?
Yep. I'm gonna stop it from hitting the bank.
I got you.
All right, we on the boat.
Easy transaction.
We on the boat. Just like that. That's how easy it is. And that's what we're gonna continue to do. Pretty easy. Still some walking to do, but it's turkey hunting, you know? You know what I'm saying? That's all from here in this cove. We're gonna move on to another location. Let's hit it. He forgot his camo, that's why he's kind of chilling at the boat, which is okay, because we need somebody at the boat. Got a nice little trail right here. We can walk up in here a little piece. We got James with us this time. We had to check Onyx, make sure, you know, there are still some, like, no hunting zones here. All right, so this spot right here looks like it has been tampered with. There has been some activity, to say the least. We got some four-wheeler trails, so it's very possibly very publicly accessed. You know, we're here, we might as well just try it out. I think we just go right up here on top of this knob.
Yep.
Start calling a little bit.
Call way back up in here.
You might notice a few things about me. I have no camo pants on. That's because I am camouflaging my head. My plan is to hide my body behind a tree. That's my plan.
Either that or maybe like a little thicket.
Because we fumbled. We're turkey fumblers. You know what I mean? We're gonna sit down right here for a minute.
Okay. This trail looks like it goes way back up in there.
Definitely does.
Do you hear that?
Was that one? Was that?
It's over that way if it was.
Well, I'll do it again. Let's get a little bit closer.
Okay. Dude. Way up in there. He's way, I bet he's up on top of that ridge.
I'm trying to get Zach's attention.
Just get him back away. Tell him not to do anything. And if we get up closer to him, we're gonna have to find somewhere to sit down.
Sounds like he's about 300 through there. It's hard to tell. This wind is not ideal. I'm gonna call one more time. The problem is there's a ridge right here, so it's like it could sound like it's coming from this way, but it could be over here.
Well, if we get up too close, he'll look down and see us, right?
Yeah, we gotta be careful. See, that time it sounded like you got up further away. Let's go right up here to this tree real quick, brother. I'm just excited that we have heard something. We'll get right here.
Okay.
Let me call to him one more time.
Was he up that way?
Sounds like he got a little bit closer.
I'm gonna get out here. If you get right here, I'm gonna get down here by this tree behind.
I'm gonna set this GoPro up on me.
Okay.
So we try to be be super still.
Okay.
Like, if we have to get a good angle to sacrifice the turkey, just don't worry about it. I'm gonna try to get on the GoPro.
Okay. I'm gonna move down this way. Right. Here's Tate right up there. I think I'm gonna find a spot. I guess just right over here somewhere. Now I gotta get somewhere quick because he's calling to him. I'm gonna tuck down in this right here. I'm gonna go dark. If he comes up, I'll film him.
All right, guys. I'll show you what I'm gonna do here. Boys, I gotta shut you down. He's getting close. He's not close, but he's getting closer. What I'm gonna do right here, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because he's getting closer. And you can never tell how close he is to you. If he was right over there, it'd be hard to tell. I'm kind of using this GoPro to hide myself. He's completely stopped gobbling. The last one I heard, it sounded like it was getting further away. I don't know if these birds have they're already getting call shy or what's going on, but we made a few stops here, but this is about our 5th stop, and the fact that we've already heard a bird is a really good sign. It's a really good sign. What we may do, we can go down the lake a little bit, maybe a little bit later, maybe get some time to rest, come back and check him out later this afternoon. That's all we got. There's no other option, unless we find another bird. I hate turkey hunting until I don't hate it anymore. And then I love it.
Well, did you get eyes on him?
Interesting circumstance.
Well,
I just suck at calling, I don't know.
Well, you made a few calls. I bailed out because the best spot I could find was right down in here, and I still thought I was kind of obvious. I bailed out.
It's all good. I felt like he got a little bit closer, maybe about 50 yards or something. I thought maybe he'd come in silent, so I went a few minutes, didn't call. Waited about 10, 15 minutes, didn't say a word. Nothing ever happened, so. Then I made another call, waited another 25, 30 minutes, nothing, so. You know, it is what it is. Like I said, this is our 5th or 6th stop. We've already heard a bird. That's really promising. So now let's just let's keep bouncing around, trying some new spots. This seems like probably the best technique we've tried so far. Let's keep going.
That's all we can do.
What we're looking for. Boy, we had to blur out what we just talked about, that's for sure. But you know what? We just got dinner. We just got dinner. Look at that right there, boys. That right there fried up real nice. Listen, the turkey woods not been kind to us today, all right? But there's one thing about it. The water's not been kind to us either. But you know what? That little guy right there will fry up. And I know what y'all saying, why you eating bass? Well, ain't none of your business. He's in the live well. All right, so we've been turkey hunting all day, and plus we've been fishing too. You guys probably ain't seen as much of that, but I've been switching back and forth because it's 90 flipping degrees out here. Anyway, pork chops.
Pick 5.
Pork chops, anybody? There's 5 pork chops and there's 3 of us.
There's actually 4 pork chops there.
There's 4 pork chops and there's 3 of us. Somebody's getting 2. And it's probably me because I bought these. We're gonna open these bad boys up. We got the old Coleman here, by the way. And I will add, we're sitting here listening for birds. I'm probably talking a little bit too loud. We're gonna crack into these. We're gonna make ourselves a little, it ain't a lunch. It's more of a dinner. We got some light bread here that we're gonna be using to make a sandwich. And we got our fillet of fish over here on the bag.
Courtesy of Big Daddy, son.
That James so elegantly prepared for us.
I prepared it for us with a compromised tool.
Yeah.
What happened here?
What happened? Oh, we're missing the tip.
Tip is gone.
Got a little butter on the plate. Don't really have to have it, I guess, but
it looks good.
we're gonna get her going. This is $24. Oh, it's $5.
Yeah, it's a pick 5. You ever seen a pick 5?
I've never seen it.
Can't beat that.
There we go. Don't let her. She's going.
Crank that.
Set her on there. Now I'm not gonna take it nice and slow. I tend to get a little out of hand with cooking stuff, and I don't want to get out of hand on the boat. Seen that go crazy before. I'll get the butter good and sizzling a little bit, and then pork chops on. The pork chop sandwich sounds pretty flipping good. I know one thing, if we're counting on turkey, we'd be hurting right now. But we're gonna try to make it happen by the end of this video. We're gonna try our best.
Oh, there's a squirrel up there. Lucky for him, it's out of season right now.
It's not squirrel season. Squirrel sounds pretty good, but it's not squirrel season. We have to fix 2 at a time. That's okay. Oh, here we go. We're getting a little higher now.
Oh gosh, yeah. Don't start a fire on the boat. That's the last thing we need.
We will die.
You're like our security guy. Look, you got a shotgun to stick it straight up. Somebody comes out here to fish this cove, turn straight around.
Anybody want a little lemon pepper on their pork chop?
Why not? There we go.
A little clumpy.
This has got to be one of the best investments we've ever made.
That's a great little setup. If you're not taking one of these out, even when you're fishing and just taking a quick snack, $5. Boys, can't import them McDonald's burgers anymore. Tariffs are like 3,000% or something. $5 gonna feed everybody on this boat. I'm looking forward to it. Pork chop on sliced bread.
That's how you know times are tough. Not even any cheese on it.
That's right. Make sure to like and subscribe because we need every single view on this video.
We might be able to get Kraft cheese next time.
Maybe if we're lucky. Order up. We got some pork chop sandwiches. Just pork chop. We didn't bring any condiments or anything else. So just pork chop sandwich, but you know what? It hits different on the boat. We're getting ready to probably fix the other pork chops, get the fish frying, and then we're gonna get back to it. But first, let's enjoy a nice meal.
Listen to that, man.
All right, boys, grab you one. Grab a sandwich.
Oh, looky here. Take your sandwich.
Sandwich right here.
Woo!
How is it?
I like it a lot. First time ever having lemon pepper on a pork chop sandwich. I like it a lot though.
Good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Zach?
So good.
All right, James, try that fish out. Let us know how it is.
This is coming right after I asked Tate if he wanted to try the fish. See how this is here.
Try it out.
Make sure you cooked it all here.
Pretty good.
It's good. It's
Undercooked, overcooked.
got a nice medium rare going on here. Here, try you a piece.
Now Zach's got it.
Hey,
No, here.
not me. Nice medium rare on that one.
Huh? You got it.
Remember, I cleaned it off in the water beforehand in the lake, so you're good.
Nice medium rare.
What? It's not good?
Try it.
I'll try it.
Try it out.
I'll try it.
You need to try it first.
Boys never had a medium rare fish before. I'll try. I'll get a big piece.
That's the skinniest piece there is.
There we go.
Cooked all the way.
Lemon pepper strong.
You put the whole bottle of lemon pepper on there.
I sure did.
I was gonna let you realize that yourself.
Strong lemon pepper, but it's good. Anyway, lunch, dinner, supper is complete. Now, we're going to continue our mission here. Hopefully have a big bird down very soon. All right, fellas, I'll be back. James is setting this one out. Sounded like a real hen, didn't it? I can't call this close to the water. I got to get away from the water, but that may have been an actual hen. It's hard to tell. Could have been a crow as well. Tell you what, guys, if you ain't got one of these turkey vests, this video in particular is not sponsored by Tideweed, but they sponsor a lot of other content. These vests are a must. Got a nice little chair here. If we wanted to, you know, chill there. This could have been a hen right here. So like I've already said in this video, we haven't really done any scouting at these places. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys like that too. You don't really put in the work before season. You just kind of come out during season and hope it works out. I can look for tracks as I'm out here looking around. I'm not really seeing any, but I don't think this little creek counts as the lake. So I don't think we have to be 100 yards from this, surely. Sneak up in here. I'm gonna take a little bit different approach with this one than I have some of the others. We've really just been running and gunning. It's not been working. We heard that we had the one guy where he really wasn't interested in us. He come a little closer, walked away. Honestly, after thinking about it, we probably should have just stuck it out there probably for another hour, but we didn't. It was earlier in the day. We wanted to keep moving. Here we are. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? I don't know what kind of print that is, but it might be a deer. Kind of looks like a deer. I swear, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it does sound like there's another hen, potentially right up here. Let me show you the problem. It's a flipping bluff, and I don't think I can get up this thing. I thought that branch was a snake. It's not a snake. Son of a gun. So freaking disappointing. It's the public land grind, brother. These ain't flipping turkeys that we've had caged up, okay? These aren't turkey that we've been feeding corn. Because I know some of y'all doing that. Shame on you for doing that. Feeding turkeys corn, shooting them off of it. I know y'all doing it. And y'all posting Facebook pictures. I see y'all doing it. I know you doing it. Okay. You fool me, fam. But hey, listen, if y'all got some turkeys, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. All right, guys, I have been hunting all morning long. Haven't heard anything, haven't seen anything. And the thing is, it's really windy out right now. And I don't think I could hear birds if I were to call to them. I don't think they could hear me. Either way, though, I think I'm gonna sit right here. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is nice. I'm telling you what, guys, this pad that I've got right here on this Tideweed vest, I promise, guys, this is not an ad. Okay, this is not an ad, but this Tideweed vest, I love this thing. I don't have my camouflage pants on, but they are like tan. If I hear one, I'm probably gonna try to, you know, just try to be very, pull some hair around me, do that kind of stuff, so. Let's just see what happens here. This turkey season's been pretty exhausting, I ain't gonna lie. This is the first time in this whole video where I've just kind of said, I'm gonna sit down here. I know there's turkey here, and I'm just gonna call every 20, 30 minutes or so. The running and gunning has not produced. We've heard birds, but we've not been able to capitalize. So here we are. I'm gonna give a couple calls. Pull around a call in there, and just gonna hang out, see what happens. So get you guys over on the GoPro, get that set up before one just busts in here and catches me. Sticks and stuff in front of me, just in case, you know, my pants were to stick out. I've got some little barriers here. Make sure to wear your camo, kids. Actually, I just lost my leaf suit because I usually wear a leafy suit over this, but that's what it is. Guess I can freaking talk now. Oh my phone is dead. That's great. Well guys, that was probably the worst possible outcome that could have happened for you guys to be able to see it. But I'm just gonna run you through what just happened because we got a bird down. He walked right through here, kind of coming toward us, kind of like this direction. He got right behind this tree. And I don't know if you guys saw, but that's when I kind of was able to like really take an aim. My plan was hopefully I was going to hear one, or at least hear one kind of moving around, and then I was going to get my phone and kind of set it up. I should have known better because it just wasn't going to happen. Because in that moment, I tried to be as still as possible. Guys, I'm not going to say it's the biggest bird I've ever killed, but I'm excited for you guys to see this. Man, the way things have been, it doesn't even flipping matter at this point. It's not a big one, but it looked like it had a decent beard on it. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up, it was a Jake. Okay, it wasn't a giant gobbler, but you guys are about to see it. And the beard was okay though. Let's go check it out. Well, son, when you're at these crucial moments, after you've hunted as much as I have for the last few days, early mornings, you're gonna take what you can get. I'm gonna take this bird right here, boys. Of course, it's the one day I come out here all by myself. James ain't here, Zach ain't here, but we got a freaking bird, baby. Let's think and go. It's not even like, I'm pretty sure I got it. It's not even moving. See that little, where this right here is sticking out? I shot it like right here. This is one of the hardest hunting seasons up to this point I've ever had. Let's go get a bird. Yeah, let's go. There he is right there, boys. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, the more work you put in, the more rewarding it is. Here it is, it is not a big one. I see a little beard. I see a little beard going on. Well, I thought this was a Jake. It's a freaking bearded hen, son. That's a freaking bearded hen. Oh my God, I've always wanted to get one of these. I thought this was a flipping Jake. So I shot it about right there and it ended up flopping a little bit. I didn't think it was gonna flop, but it did after like 30 seconds, which is kind of weird, but this is a freaking bearded hen. I can't believe this. I thought for sure this was a flipping Jake. Look at that beard. That's a pretty long beard for a hen. I'll be honest with you, I'd way rather shoot a bearded hen than a Jake. I don't know, Jakes just aren't really that cool. But it's a freaking bearded hen. I mean, come on now. Didn't do that much damage to her. I don't know, she dropped pretty quick and then started kicking around. I can't freaking believe it. Well, I've got to charge my phone up because I'm gonna have to get some pictures. I mean, come on now. Come on now. How many people can say they've killed a bearded hen? I think they're pretty rare, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go charge my phone. Look this up. I'm pretty sure bearded hen's really rare. I don't know. I may call James to come out and take some pictures or something, so. Let's go. Let's think and go. I'm just excited to get anything. I'll be straight up, but honestly, I'm ecstatic about getting one of those. That's insane. All right, guys, we made it back home. Zach is now behind the camera. Welcome, Zach. What do you think about the bird? Have you ever killed a hen with a beard before?
Never have. That's
Me either, brother.
pretty sick.
The thing is, I would say most people probably haven't. You can see she's got, how long would you say that is? 4 or 5 inches?
4 or 5 inches.
I'd say 5 inches. There we go, 5-inch beard, we'll say roughly. There's her fan. How's that look? Look nice?
That's good.
Well, you don't kill hens for their fans. You kill hens to eat them. Guys, it was freaking tough. Freaking hard to get this turkey. We spent a lot of days in the woods, hoping to have this video for you guys. We made it happen. So if you don't like and subscribe for that, I don't know what to tell you. With that said, beautiful bird, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely a doozy. But if you want to see us do some more hunting videos, make sure to click right here for our hunting playlist. YouTube really thinks you would like this video. We hope you check it out. We'll see you on the next one.